What's good with it, y'all? It's your boy Santo G, back at it. And today, I wanted to talk about LA and IE. Which county is more active? And I'm talking about nowadays. So, I did a reaction to a hood vlog from the homies from Verdugo the other day. And I made a comment on how I think that nowadays the IE can get a little bit more cracking than LA. And I know it's gonna start a lot of stuff in the comments, a lot of back and forth. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just do a whole video on this subject right here. And let me just tell you guys, as far as my experience being busted with homies from IE, doing time in the system. And at first, right, the first celly I ever had was the homie from Banning. Shout out to the homie Bandit from Banning, from Eastside Banning, Sapo. Salute to all the homies out there in IE. That's the first ever celly that I had from IE. And we used to sit down, play dominoes together. It was, to me, it was no different than doing time with any other homie, right? But as time went by, it seems like there is a hidden animosity between LA and IE. A lot of people are not gonna acknowledge it, but it can go both ways, you feel me? Where it comes from, in my eyes, I feel like there's a lot of LA hoods, right? That maybe families moved out to the IE to get away from the hood, and they ended up just starting a whole, pretty much a clique out there in the IE. You have a lot of LA hoods that ended up branching out and being out there in the IE. You feel me? So I feel like, does LA have a hidden animosity to the homies from IE? I don't think so. But if it's the other way around, maybe some homies from IE have a hidden animosity towards homies from LA. I can see that happening, you feel me? Because you got homies, hoods that are established out here, moving out there and now invading out there pretty much, you feel me? That's my point of view. I don't know, let me know what you guys think down below. I think it goes both ways, you feel me? We all have people that can act a certain way towards certain people. Maybe you got homies from LA treating homies from IE wrong, or you got homies from IE treating homies from LA wrong. It can happen, you feel me? Me personally, it's always been nothing but love, nothing but respect. And the reason I said salute the homie Bandit from Banning, because let me tell you guys a little story of when I was in Chino reception. So we're playing dominoes, right? It's early in the morning. We made dominoes out of the milk cartons. We cut out little squares and then we just colored in the dots. So we're playing. They come, they bring the lunch or breakfast. It was one of those. It had to be breakfast because it's 2 hots and 1 cold tray. So boom, they bring the food and they end up giving us like a little clavo, right? So say they come, boom. It was a Gava handing out the trays. He gives us our trays, and then I guess the Huda wasn't looking, so he just like, boom. He shoved a clavo through the little tray slot. This was in Sycamore. It was in Sycamore, which they call Sycamore, you know what I mean? It's bars, but then they put a cage. So the only way to get stuff is when they open up the tray slots. That's how you're able to pass stuff. Or if you're able with the string to open your own tray slot. But that's another story for another day. So they're passing out chow. Boom. They bring that. Get it like, oh shit. It has where it's going to, right? I give it to my celly like, hey, here. Like, hey, We need to let them know, you feel me? He's like, hey, kick back. You know what I'm saying? Like, kick back. He's like, let them finish passing out chow. And then I'ma get on the vent and I'ma tell the homie downstairs. Cause we was upstairs like in, say, 313 and it was going to like 113. So we have the same vent with that cell where it's supposed to go. Long story short, they finished passing out the trays and we end up getting caught up playing dominoes again. Next thing you know, they're calling us in the vent. Hey, homie, woo woo. He goes to the vent. We're like, hey, yeah, we got that. Like, don't trip. Like, hey, send your line down here. Got it to where it needed to go. Next thing you know, the homie comes and he's like, hey, check this out. Woo, woo, woo. Pretty much coming and we got broken off because we held on to that for too long. He's like, hey, what's up? Like, how come y'all didn't tell us you had that? Woo, woo, what? And I'm telling him, like, hey, you know what I mean? We was just waiting for the Judas to finish doing the rounds, to finish passing out the trays because we didn't want them to hear us, you feel me? Long story short, they're like, all right, but hey, y'all broken off. What? Like, yeah, y'all broken up. 3 days, we had to do like 1,300 burpees, you know what I mean? Like, fuck. We're right there doing the burpees. Next thing you know, like a week or two goes by and they come to our cell asking for a favor, you know what I mean? Saying, hey, they need somebody to go on a mission, woo, woo. And they came and they was asking me. I'ma be real. They came, they was asking me like, hey, woo, 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 we need you to help us do this. And I'm already like, all right, fuck it. At first, they started asking me like, hey, you're 18, huh? You just came from YA, woo, woo, woo. You know, interrogating me. I'm like, yeah, woo, woo. Because at that time, in Chino was the reception for all the homies that were coming for YA. So at that point in time, I ran into a lot of homies that I was with in Silmar Juvenile Hall and that either got life or got double digits. So they were using all of us as torpedoes. Anything came up, they would use us because they knew we just came from YA, probably over there fighting all day. And we knew that we was just there trying to prove ourselves. You feel me? Like little youngsters barely came, coming in the system. They trying to make a name for themselves. So they was using all of us to take care of anything. So as I'm talking to him, the homie Bandit, like, hey, you know what? Like, Chales, like, you know what? I'm the older homie in here. And that was my decision to wait for us to let you guys know that we had that. So if anybody messed up in here, it's me. You feel me? He's like, the little homie right here don't know no better. Woo, 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 what? So he ended up going on that holly. And that's why I say salute to him, because he didn't have to do that. They was really asking me, because I was the young one. I believe it was like his second or third term, you know what I'm saying? And he didn't have to do that. So that's why I say, as far as me, it's been none but love. Any homies from IE that I've ran into in prison and on the street. So that's what I have to say about that situation now. As far as, do I think the IE is more active and more dangerous than LA? I feel like it can be. You feel me? I feel like it can be. LA's always gonna be LA. You feel me? LA is the hometown, you know what I mean? It's where everything started. But I feel like a lot of places in LA are getting gentrified, you feel me? A lot of places are getting gentrified. They're getting cleaned up. I feel like nowadays, in LA, you could pretty much go anywhere. In the daytime. In the daytime, you could pretty much go anywhere and make it home. Once it starts getting to where the sun's coming down and it's getting dark, that's when it starts getting dangerous. Like me, that's one thing. Anywhere in LA, I don't like putting gas at night. Straight up. If it's already nighttime, I don't like stopping at a gas station, stopping at a 7-Eleven, making no stops that I don't have to. You feel me? Even though it has calmed down a lot, it's still LA. Now, what I was trying to get at as far as IE, I felt like IE can be a lot more dangerous in some areas because they don't got all the stuff that we have. You feel me? In LA, you got so much stuff going on, so many places that you can go to that people can stay busy. You feel me? And as far as the IE, I don't know. You know what I mean? Maybe I could be speaking out of turn. I seen somebody in the comments that were like, hey, everything LA has, IE has. You tripping, my boy. So I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments down below who's more active, who you guys think is more active nowadays. And I'm talking about nowadays. LA or IE, and then I'll do a part 2. With that being said, man, it's your boy Santo G. Real, raw, and uncut. Unity, prosperity, and respect. Above all, let's go.